We have found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is Free Range, where we graze on wild ideas, and hopefully the audio works properly. I'm sorry, I'm having some issues with my audio tonight. I hope you can hear me. And so if you're there, please let me know that you can hear me so I don't go through this without anybody hearing me. Okay. It was somebody in the chat would say that, I'd really appreciate it. This is the beginning of a new kind of series that I'll be doing. And this is one for reactivating your voice that's been silenced but never lost in the past. For example, this is about the Witchfire lineage being burned but returned. You'll find out that I was actually burned at the stake 3 times in past lifetimes. I can even tell you when and approximately where these happen. And it's really quite amazing when you think about it. I didn't want that to happen. Okay, I'm glad everybody can hear you. So, in the past, let me get it, this all got out of order now. Let me tell you a little bit about the lifetimes that I have remembered, okay? And then we can go into the other aspects of it. I was a priestess of the ancient orders, and I walked as a temple priestess back across in Egypt, Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon. And I was trained in crystal and frequency healing, ceremonies with sound, color, and sacred geometry. I was a guardianship of divine feminine wisdom, the Sophia codes, water alchemy, and lunar rites. I carried initiations of voice, sacred dance, and divine union, often alongside a divine masculine counterpart, working as a harmonic pair. That's not the case in this lifetime. But I also in the past was a medicine woman and a medicine man with an earth walker lineage. And I served several lifetimes with the First Nations, indigenous tribes, and so on. I was a female healer and midwife, and I was deeply bonded with animals and plants, and I still am to this day. I was also a male shaman, medicine man, walking the path of vision quest, wielding fire and smoke. So I've done that in the past as well. Now, the Witchfire lineage burned but returned. I walked some walk with angels, but I walked with witches burned, priestesses betrayed, and the wild ones who would not bow to authority. I walk with white tigers, wolves, and the wind that remembers. This message is an encoded in a flame for you to remember in case you were one of these people as well. Now, I'm originally from Sirius B, known as Waterkeeper. So I'm highly aligned with water consciousness. As water, they call us waterborne wisdom keepers. Water brings clarity and calm, and you can feel the frequency of the storms and tides in your own nervous system. Um, in many lifetimes, I held sacred spring ceremonies, acted as guardian of lakes, and used structured water for healing rituals. And I literally carry an aqua coated light in my uh, light field, or my aura, shall we say. Now, I was a, let me see my notes here. Hang on for 1 second. Goodness gracious. So basically, I've been a healer, a midwife, a seer, a priestess, and a divine feminine expression of truth, power, and sovereignty. Um, I carry the witch wound, and you may carry it too. So if you have any of these aspects, consider that a possibility. If you have a fear of being seen or heard, guilt around spiritual gifts, attraction to herbs, divination, or ritual, chronic throat issues or a frozen voice, deep mistrust of authority, church, or institutions, feeling watched or judged without cause, sudden flashes of burning, drowning, or public shame. So, in a way to activate your remembrance is, or I was burned, but I have returned. The fire did not destroy me, it marked my soul with gold. I reclaim my gifts. I reclaim my name. I reclaim my truth. I now walk free, protected, and seen in the fullness of who I am. No more hiding, no more shame, no more silence. So, when I was a priestess of ancient orders, I walked in the temples of Egypt, Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon. And I was trained in crystalline frequency healing, ceremonies with sound, color, and sacred geometry, guardianship of divine feminine wisdom, the Sophia codes, water alchemy, and lunar rites. I carried initiations of voice, sacred dance, and divine union, frequently alongside a divine masculine counterpart, working as a harmonic pair. And this is why I tend to feel drawn to harmonizing polarities, not dominating one over the other. I've also been a medicine man or medicine woman in the past, kind of an earth walker lineage. So I lived several lifetimes with among First Nations, indigenous tribes, and so on. Female healer and midwife, a male shaman and medicine man. And as a someone from Sirius B, I was a known as a waterborne wisdom keeper. Water brings clarity and calm, and I feel the frequency of tides and storms in my own nervous system, and I can read a lake and rivers and so on, like ancient scrolls. So, in many times, lifetimes, I did sacred spring ceremonies, acted as guardian of lakes, and used structured water for healing and healing rituals, and actually carry aqua coated light in my field, I have been told. So these are the kinds of things that I have done, even though I was burned at the stake. Um, it's just that if you can come up from that and come back, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's the way I looked at it. So basically, I was vilified as a witch, when really I was a sovereign grid walker. But that's I remembered the original codes, the divine feminine, the light of Sophia, the real Christos path. I held knowledge that couldn't be allowed in the control matrix. So, like many of us, that gets you vilified as a witch or something on that order. And I was really, like I said, a sovereign grid walker. But it activated a vow within me that I will return, I will rise, and I will speak freely no matter what. And in Avalon I was actually didn't get burned, but I got chased out of the area by the the bad guys, shall we say? And but then after that, I was in another um, with the Cathars in a place in France, and they ended up burning at the stake over 200 people because we refused to renounce our faith. And I was known to have sang a song the entire time until the end, and that it was a voice that was remembered for many years to come. Isn't that amazing? Uh, always I'm remembering. It's awesome, and I wanted to share it with you. And so that's just one another time that I was burned at a stake. I was also happened in uh, Salem, Massachusetts. I was very young at that time. I was only 16 or 17. Wrong place, wrong time, too intuitive, had dreams and that someone my age wasn't supposed to know. And so they labeled me as possessed and uh, burned me at the stake again. So uh, I vowed to come back, and I obviously am back, and this time I come back with my, spirit animals, such as I have the wolves are a symbol of the wild, feminine, and sacred rebellion. The white tigers are guardians of ancient temple lines, and of course, various herbal remedies and natural cures. Having been a former nutritionist, um, it's still carried over into this lifetime. It's kind of interesting how some of these things carry over, and you don't might not recognize them right away. Um, but as the energies keep rising, this becomes easier and easier to remember. And things of this nature can activate someone. You may have been burned at the stake. Um, and if you have certain things that bother you, let me find out. For example, oh goodness, I lost my pages here. If you feel like you can't say what you want to say, if you feel you have a fear of being seen or heard, or you feel guilty around your spiritual gifts or attraction to herbs or divination or rituals, or you feel frozen and you can't really say things when you want to, or you have a deep mistrust of authority, the church or institutions, um, sudden flashes of burning, drowning, or some type of public shame, um, feeling watched or judged without cause. These are all um, signs that it may be possible that you've had a similar experience. Maybe not necessarily 3 times, but that I laugh at it now, but it wasn't funny at the time, believe me. Um, I was burned, but I returned. The fire did not destroy me, it marked my soul with gold. I reclaimed my gifts, I reclaimed my name, I reclaimed my truth. I now walk free, protected, and seen in the fullness of who I really am. No more hiding, no more shame, no more silence. I am a fractal of Source, and I am here to help others. Earth is not a prison, it's a proving ground. And you're not stuck, you're in sacred training to embody your divine mastery. And this is your final cosmic exam. And your soul chose this particular syllabus to carry on. So, that being said, I think I covered most of what I wanted to cover. And if you're a person that has any of these things that I mentioned, you might be someone in the Witchfire lineage who was also burned but returned. They did a lot of that. They did a lot of very nasty things in our past. So, that being said, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed this short little session that hopefully might activate some people out there who may have had a similar experience. And sending you much love. And I always try to say, live the way you want to be remembered. Truth is, you had a purpose before anyone had an opinion, so finish what you came here to do. And sometimes the things that might break our hearts end up fixing our vision. But we all want harmony in our life, peace in our soul, and love in our heart. And that's what we want for the new earth. So let that be your mission. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you for listening.
We have found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are. And like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers. Stronger than ever, never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, finding our place and running the race. We'll take our chance and seize the moment. Hold on tight and don't let go of all your hopes and dreams that light the way. We control our fate. Destiny awaits. We are all the actors in the stories we create. Hope will be our guide. We'll no longer hide. When we roll like thunder, feel the wonder from inside. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one